You had a great conversation on Tuesday. By Friday, you are staring at their name in your phone thinking, did we actually connect, or was that just travel chemistry?
The dreaded we should do something sometime.
You laugh over lunch, swap names, maybe discover you both love wandering through local markets. Then nobody makes a plan. Not because the connection was fake. Everyone is moving, working, packing, unpacking, and trying to remember which apartment has the reliable internet.
And 3 days later, sending a simple message somehow feels like you are proposing a major life event.
Exactly. Welcome to the Nomad Love and Community Podcast, episode 18. I'm Sophia Chen with James Mitchell. Today we're tackling how to turn one good travel conversation into a real second connection so you can build stronger relationships and community while living the nomad life.
And we are not talking about turning people into entries in a social spreadsheet.
Please do not create a column called social value.
The goal is much more human. Remember something real. Prepare yourself so you can be present and make one clear invitation. That is the second invite system.
The first part can take less than 2 minutes. Right after a good conversation, capture 3 things. One detail you genuinely remember, one activity or place that interested the person, and one realistic time when they might be available. For example, Maya loves street photography, curious about the Saturday market, usually free after 4. That note is not a pipeline. It is a memory aid.
Please do. And that tiny note changes the message completely.
Instead of typing, hey, want to hang out sometime? You can say, hey Maya, I remembered you mentioned street photography. I'm walking through the market Thursday around 5. Want to join for 20 minutes?
It gives the other person something real to answer. Where, when, and how long. A thoughtful message tomorrow is usually better than a perfect message next month, because by next month, the emotional thread has gone cold.
But I want to separate quick follow-through from pressure. Someone may need time to decide whether they actually want another interaction, especially if their boundaries have not been respected in the past.
Yes, I am trying to interrupt avoidance, not someone's boundaries.
That distinction matters. You can send one prompt, kind message and still give the other person complete freedom. No answer, a no, or a vague maybe is information. It is not a puzzle you are required to solve.
And before that second meeting, give yourself a small reset. Not a makeover. Drink water, wash your face, or freshen up. Check your hair and breath, put on something clean and comfortable, and take 1 minute to stop carrying the entire workday into the room.
The phrase I want to protect here is comfortable. You may be rotating the same 3 shirts from a carry-on. That is fine. Intentional does not mean expensive. Clean, cared for, and suited to the activity can help you feel settled enough to listen.
I used to think preparation was mostly about looking sharp. Honestly, half the time it's just drinking water before I become a less pleasant version of myself.
That is much more believable and much more useful.
Presence beats perfection. Clean shoes, fresh breath, a shirt that feels like you, and a phone you are willing to put away will do more for a conversation than trying to look like you have a personal stylist hiding in your luggage.
And check your capacity before you go. Am I meeting this person because I am genuinely curious, or because I am terrified of being alone tonight? Do I have enough energy for an hour? You attract what you become, and becoming more connected does not mean saying yes to everything. It means becoming someone who can show up honestly.
Then, make the invitation specific. Mention what you shared, name one activity, give a time, and make the answer easy.
For example, I enjoyed talking with you about independent bookstores. I'm visiting one near the river Saturday morning. Would you like to come? No worries if your schedule is full.
Compare that with, we should hang out sometime. Friendly phrase, terrible plan.
It quietly assigns homework to both people.
Right. If they say no, try, thanks for letting me know. Enjoy the rest of your week. No debate, no investigation, no trying to prove that the invitation was worth accepting.
And if they say maybe?
You can say, sure. If you decide you're free, I'll be there around 5. Then release it. Reciprocal interest usually becomes clearer when you give it room.
Let's put all of that into one very ordinary Nomad situation. Alex meets Priya and Mateo at a coworking lunch. Priya is excited about local markets. Mateo needs calm places for focused work. Alex has 2 good conversations, leaves tired, and thinks, I'll message them when I can write something thoughtful.
A week passes. Now the message feels weirdly important.
So Alex opens the Notes app and writes, Priya, Saturday market, likes late afternoons. Mateo, calm cafes, needs a 90-minute work block. 2 minutes. No social database.
I'll play Alex. Hey Priya, I enjoyed our market conversation. I'm heading to the Riverside Market Saturday at 4 for a short walk and snack. Want to join?
And I'll play Priya. I might be free. What time are you thinking?
4 o'clock. And if your day gets packed, no pressure. That is a complete invitation. Priya can accept, decline, or suggest another time.
For Mateo, the invitation changes. Hey Mateo, you mentioned needing a calm work spot. I'm trying the reading room Tuesday at 10 for 90 minutes. Interested in working nearby? It is not the same connection, so it should not get the same invitation.
Before either meeting, Alex drinks water, changes into clean clothes, silences the phone, and asks, do I have enough capacity to be present? Not, how do I make this person love me?
That is the whole difference. You are offering a next step, not demanding a future.
And if the walk is awkward, you still practiced being clear. Strong habits create strong connections, not because habits make you robotic, but because they remove some of the clutter that keeps you from being available.
Here is your experiment for the next 7 days. Choose one person you met recently and still feel curious about. Send one specific invitation within 24 hours of deciding. Beforehand, do the simple water, cleanliness, comfort, and energy reset. Afterward, write down how present you felt and whether interest seemed mutual.
If you do not have a recent contact, use the next positive conversation you have. Ask one more thoughtful question. Listen for a place, an activity, or a practical need. Then follow that thread.
One invitation is enough. You do not need to build an entire support system by next Friday. Small daily habits create magnetic presence, and repeated, respectful chances give genuine relationships room to grow.
If you want guided practice, use the course link in this episode's show notes. The Connection course includes conversation scripts, a follow-through habit tracker, confidence exercises, and practical plans for building community while you move between cities.
Start with one honest message this week. Remember something real. Arrive with enough energy to be yourself, and make the next step easy for both people. That's our practical advice for today. Building strong connections is part of building a successful nomad life.
Optimize yourself, connect deeper, live freer,